Hey folks, how are things going? After a pretty devastating Yuan fight, looks like February has finally caught up to us. This time around things went a little bit worse than usual, didn't really have any decent setup, didn't really have anything interesting. I had to fight tooth and nail to get the 4.2 billion honors, but still, halfway glad I still managed. Contrary to what everyone was waiting for, the next Yuan fight is not going to be the fire one, it's going to be the light one. But thankfully it's going to come in early April, so after the anniversary, which means we're going to have plenty of time to prepare, and thankfully my light setup looks a little bit better compared to what my water setup turned out to be, and especially compared to what my fire currently is, considering that I also already have Song at 150 as well as Gazenboga with the 4th skill. I think the stuff to grind for the next guild war might be fairly little. So, since it's the first of the month, let's go check the usual Koregra and fix up the calendar a little bit, shall we? We start of course with the Negima collab, starting on February 4th and going on until the 16th, with the second part coming out on February 12th. Of course, exclusive character on part 1, Asuna is going to be a summon, but Evangeline is going to be the character coming out on part 2, Dark Attribute. Looking at the gacha, looking at the 2 units that they've added to the gacha, for some reason they've added them early. Looks like the units this time around are a little bit better compared to what they've done with the last collab. So fingers crossed, at least Evangeline is going to be useful. By progressing through the story event and completing the recruitment exam, you can draw 10 pool a total of 5 times. It's going to be 50 pools, but it's going to be 50 pools on a 4% rate up with no really interesting units, so I don't know about this one. Honestly, I think the collab gacha is kind of a flop. Really wish they would have walked this one back, but looks like that's not gonna be a thing. Moving on, February 12, a rerun for the Eternal Sauna event, which will be followed by the Alchemy event from February 14th until the 28th. This is a pretty convenient event for farming alchemy points, but I'm afraid I don't really have that much stuff to buy from that shop anymore. Side story, Robomi, a new event, Tenten Shuseki, this is the Eternal Gaiden event. From the 19th, about the boss, it's going to be Light Attribute. Erish friends are going to have a bit of an easy time farming this one. By collecting Terra points, you can unlock event limited stories for the Eternals, Six and Ian. By clearing episode 4, new EX poses for Six and Tien. Really looking forward to these ones. Oh wait, that's a bit weird. We got the ones for Uno and Quatre right before the Yuan fight. I guess that was also in preparation for the Yuan fight. I guess this wouldn't make sense if the next Yuan fight was going to be fire. We can boost Tien, but since she's the only fire unit, they added 6 in there to give her a little bit of company. I don't know, I think I wanted to see something like this, but for the new EX bonuses for Song and Fifth. Feels like they screwed up the internal schedule a little bit. And then we come to the real juicy part of February, the character rebalances for all 10 Eternals. Who knows? Maybe this time Uno and Quatre can actually have a little bit of hope. Drop-up campaign from February 4th, this is the usual element rotating raids. The lab campaign, this is the usual Magnafest starting from February 4th. Single daily draw, campaign quest, experience bonuses, half cost, the usual stuff. Valentine campaign from February 14th with mini stories. 11th anniversary campaign, wait, already? From February 22nd? For more details, check the announcement scheduled to release on February 21st. Oh, that sounds early. I guess the next roulette is approaching quickly as well. New full limit break on February 20th for Anthuria, the fire one. I really wish the art was a little bit bigger, as Hot Fox has always been a favorite of mine. Really can't wait to see what they're going to do with her, as she was nice for dodge memes, back when dodge memes were still relevant. We'll see, I've got a little bit of hope for this one. New skin added to the shop, February 14th, Valentine skin for Luo. Looks alright, at least they didn't go full meme like with Wilness. Granblue Fantasy vs Rising, the preview for Sandalphon, plus merch, the information, and Sandalphon skin. Okay, doesn't look like February is going to be that crazy of a month. We've got the story event, still have to play this one, still have to catch up on a little bit of sleep, try and fix my sleeping schedule. Negima collab on the 4th with part 2 on the 10th. Eternal Sauna, it's just a rerun. Alchemy event, it's just a farming event. We've got the Eternal Gaiden on the 19th, which might be a pretty cool event, as well as the rebalances to check on the 20th, February 21st, which is when we should be getting the new information for the anniversary campaign. Alright, so a quick round of shopping. Gold Moons 107. Fingers crossed, before April I should be able to put my hands on another 150 Gold Moon weapon. This time I think it should really be hunting. Got the airbrush already, this should be second priority. From here until the other fight, Song is nice and done. Thief, I still don't know if I even want to transcend her. I guess we'll see after the rebalances, because again, they're coming out on February 20th. We are going to have until early April. That's a little bit over a month. There should be plenty of time to just transcend 1 or 2 Eternals. Burger is done, and I think everyone else is basically in their place. There aren't really that many other light characters that I would want to put my hands on. I have a decent treasure tech setup now thanks to Cosmos and Horus. And when it comes to burst, well, there's Flogan. When it comes to weapons, I should really upgrade the Dark Opus, but I need to get into Phase 0 for those. And I think I might want to farm a little bit more to finish the Concordia MK2. The Awakening is going to cost quite a little bit in terms of mats, but only one dagger should already be more than enough if you want to run a Mana Diver full auto setup, especially with Song. That was quite fun the last Guild War. And other than this, I think I want the class champion weapons, because missing out on the Paladin one might have screwed me over a little bit when it came to farming the Nightmare 250s. That, and I've never used the Draconic weapons here. If I can start getting into Hexa, I might want to start looking into fully upgrading this one as well. But again, we have a little bit over a month to do so. Summons, I think I need a few more sands, just so I can finally finish my Lucifer. Could do another upgrade, but I'm waiting on these ones a little bit. And I'm going to need more sands if I want the class champion weapons. Okay, I guess that's going to be it for Granblue Fantasy. Nothing else to it, but to sit down and grind. And so we move on to Genshin. Little Mavuika is coming out quite nicely, and I think I'm almost done building her. Weapon is maxed out as well. Talents, need another couple of levels, but I need a few more weekly resets. The one that's been falling behind a little bit has been Citali, but as a free-to-play player who doesn't buy battle passes anymore, farming materials to level up multiple units in a single patch is kind of expensive. But yeah, it's the first of the month. There's the shop reset. That's 5 and 5. Both Mavuika and Citali took a lot out of me. I was not expecting having to go double PT on absolutely everything. And yeah, we went from 600 pulls down to 300. But still, very, very happy with the result. So let's see here. I think it's been a while since the last time I pulled a 5-star from the standard banner. And any weapon or a Dia constellation would be extremely welcome. Okay, looks like this is not going to be the month. Springtime Charm, 7 more days. And I think I need to hurry with this one too. But yeah, that's basically it. Got the springtime event to clear before February 7th, and then we're basically waiting for the 12th for the release of 5.4. Main problem is that this one is only Mizuki's release, which is also a standard banner character. No 4 stars, no nothing, so I'm afraid 5.4 is going to be a fully skippable patch. And so we move on to Star Rail. Now, one thing that would be really lovely would be to hit that 10% for the 600 gems, so that at least gambling wouldn't feel that bad. Because you only need to hit it once to surpass the 100 reward for the entire thing. But yeah, now we're gambling, we're going to keep on gambling. Herta is going to stay here for almost 4 more days. That makes February 5th, which is when Aglia should be releasing. But other than Aglia's release, I don't think there's that much left to do here in Star Rail. The main story quest, this was 11-12 hours long. It was pretty good despite a bit too much yapping, a bit too many black screens, but can't really complain. For being just an introduction, that was one hell of a welcome party. In the meantime, we've got our tickets by here. Honestly, 317, the only characters I want here are going to be Aglia. 3.1 I think I'm going to completely skip, both Midday and 3B, and then just wait for Castoris. But 317 are not actually that many. So I still need to get a little bit lucky. Wait, what? Okay, 5-star, I'll take it. Himeko, please Himeko. Erudition. Technically not wrong, but I really wanted another Eidolon for her. Another copy she will get to E4 and have a bit of an easier time stacking up her pizza cutter. Wait, are you serious? Dude, what the hell? Okay, for real this time. Himeko, the character. Make sure, the character. Oh, Gepard Lightcon. My Gepard is down here at level 40 out of 50. Never even bothered leveling him up. It's not the end of the world and they're going to have to release new preservation units eventually. My only sustains are still just Lingsha, Gallagher and Bailu. So yeah, we are kind of done here. Just waiting for Aglia and waiting for new content. Alright, next big shop reset is of course going to be Zenless. And Zenless, I think I should be close to another S rank as well. Astra took quite a bit out of me. 37 pulls, that's not enough to guarantee Evelyn once she comes out. But I've got a Mind 2 Soldier 11 with her weapon. So even if I know she's going to fall off a little bit, I think I'm just going to stick around with her a little bit longer. And I can just save for MB, the new S rank MB, which looks really cute. Oh, and we're almost there, 290 out of 300. Alright, nothing, just an A rank. But it's honestly kind of curious that I didn't manage to get that many of the standard banner characters. I've just been getting Soldier 11, and more Soldier 11. Oh, wait, what?
Pleasure to finally meet you. Handmade Rena, at your service.
Okay, that's a surprise. That's a real big surprise. And I guess the complaint technique continues working. And yeah, now the only one I'm missing is Koleda. Don't think I cared that much for more dupes, so might actually go full collection and get Koleda in another 4 pools. But yeah, nah, I'm still spending mats on Astra, so she's just going to sit here for a little while longer. And so we move on to Arknights. I need to get these challenge modes done as soon as possible. As for distinctions, looks like we have Dorothy for another 12 days. 236 should be more than enough to buy all of the headhunting permits from first to last. Either this or I might wait until they put, I don't know, I think Mlinar in here. Mlinar or Lin. Those might be the 2 operators I might want to see here in the search shop that I might still want to buy. Next up we got Girls Frontline. Honestly, this one I've been really enjoying, but it feels like it's been a bit slow. Either that or I might have rushed to the level cap a bit too fast, because when it comes to challenges, I've got the Crossroad challenge to take on, but these are like level 55 to 60 and it's 3 different fights, and I just don't have the characters to take these on. So getting ready for this content, it's going to be a bit more complicated, but we're going to have to wait and see what the next unit released are going to be. Diane is just a physical unit. She looks fairly cute, but I decided to skip her. Next one should be Dushvenia, the little dork, which might be an interesting ice support, but I don't know, I think I still want to wait for stuff like Cluke, Vector, Centauri SC, so these 70 pools in here are going to continue waiting for more. For now, let's see, there should be a shop refresh in here as well. Yeah, there we go. But when it comes to spending them, we know the standard banner is going to go through some changes later in February, so better to just save them. Now, one thing that's irking me a little bit is the fact that the Covenant are not available for some of the units I might want them for. Macchiato doesn't have hers, nor does Sabrina. But yeah, I know this would be better spent on either her or Tololo. I have no idea when they're going to release the Covenant for Macchiato. As far as I know, this is the only way you can get these Covenant rings. It's $5 each, and this is a bit too much, honestly. Like, I'm fine buying the Battle Pass every now and then, but $5 for a little bit of a stat boost, that's where I draw the line. And last but not least, Soro Convallaria. I know this ended up being a hyper niche game, but at the same time, I absolutely love the story, love the units, love the combat, and it's something I just can't bring myself to put down. I was broke yesterday. I've been playing the game just a little bit. I managed to get back up to 34 pools, and we still have a long way to go until SP Zafia comes out. So let's start by checking out this shop. Don't really have that many wishes in here. Mostly, I think I just want more Flying Blade armbands. I could really use another one. When it comes to weapons and accessories, as long as you've been playing the game for a while, keep getting these from your daily missions, and it's inevitable that you end up stacking a ton of these up. Flying Blade Arm Guard, this is something I would love a third copy of. If I knew, I wouldn't have stacked everything onto the first one, because the 15% pierce damage that you deal with this, it's actually not all that important. What's important is that you do an extra attack during that turn. The units for which I want to pull for I've spoken about already in the Tristan video, so nothing to reiterate here. And with this one, I think we're done with the Gacha Roundup. So, as always, thanks a lot for watching. Let me know how your first of the month has been going, and see you guys around soon. Ciao! Cause